We're back. It's Real Life Live, and we have an evening wrap up this Sunday evening as we close the week. Now, you see the board there. What we're going to talk about tonight is the new case that we're following here on Real Life Live. That would be the Brice Rhodes case. Okay, this is the man that in 2016 he committed a triple murder. Okay, and we're going to talk about him, what he did, and the people involved. Okay, now we've said his name, Brice Rhodes. The other people involved. Okay, the victims. They were an older man by the name of Christopher Jones, and it was two brothers. They were all killed by Brice Rhodes. Okay, uh, the first brother would be Maurice Gordon. Gordon, he was 16. He was, you know, a kid, and his baby brother, Larry Ortway. Okay, they were both killed by Brice Rhodes. Okay, and there were other people involved, and they were kids too. And the one man, young man, kid at the time was Antoine Carter, and another kid that was there. His name was Jacory Taylor. Okay, they were there, at the time that the brothers were killed. Okay, and it was another young man. His name was Tyree Coleman, but he pleaded, I think, and he was convicted. You know, and, but they're just getting around to this case, to the case. Like I said, it happened in 2016, so it's been a minute, just like the pain case that we covered. So we'll be here for all the way through to the end. Like we did the last case. So uh, now we just we talked about Mr. Taylor, Mr. Carler, Mr. Colin, Brice Rhodes, and the victims. Now, Brice Rhodes, we'll talk. He's the guy that killed the people. So he was at the time 25 years old. He was a rapper. This was all in Kentucky. Uh, yeah, and he was an up and coming. He made some albums that weren't no hot deal there, and he thought he was probably a little bit better than, or he thought a lot of himself. So now you know and another thing, well, we'll talk about that. So uh, that's how really he thought that he wanted to be a hitman. Okay, now he was a rapper, and and he knew the brothers, and he had a little thing with their mother, that was down in the past, So but here's how it all went down. Uh, this was I think it was May, May the 4th. Okay, they were riding. Let's go to this. Okay, uh, Rhodes, he's riding. He's got a ride, and he was, you know, he would kind of the other kids. They were younger. Okay, so he was like a mentor to them. But they looked up to him. The boys. Maurice and Larry, the kids, and he didn't know Jones. We'll get into that. So now, so on May 4th, you know, it's just a normal kind of day, but they decided to ride around. Rhodes, he was driving. But there was something on his mind. They had talked. I think he was talking about, hey, there's a hit out on this guy, and I think I want to take care of business and go and knock him off if I see him. There, you know, I don't know if the kids, so they were all riding together. Okay, so it was Rhodes, the brothers, and it was the other kid that I mentioned. His name was Jacory Taylor. Okay, so they're all riding. Rhodes is driving. Shoot, he looks at this one guy. He was on the street, with braids. He said in his mind, "Damn, that's the guy that they got the hit out on. I'm gonna go and take care of business and go and knock him off." Okay, so he gets out the ride. You see what I'm saying? And so the kids and all three of the kids, because they're kids, 16, and one was 14, 16, 17. So they like babies, So they looking at, and he just gets out, goes up to the dude, boom, shoots him one time, and wow, the whole the kids, they looked, they saw that, and I'm like, damn, all three of them, you see what I'm saying? They're all like kind of freaking out inside, but they really didn't want to say anything, because he kind of intimidated them, because he was 25, and they was boys, so he was kind of, so that went down, and he got away with it, because I guess they didn't find, it was a couple of days, and everything, so but here's what happened down the road. Rhodes, like I said, he he had had a little affair with the mother uh, way back. Okay, so he knew them, the kids, and then plus he would buy them stuff, burgers and all that kind of stuff. They looked up to him because he was a rapper, and they would go to his place, and do things. They all hung out at his crib. Okay, so uh, now when that went down, when he killed that guy on the street, and by the way, he thought he was killing a guy that had a hit out on him. It wasn't the guy. Okay, so he just murdered some guy he didn't know. You know, that's him, Brice Rhodes. Okay, so he had this little, because here's the thing: when he shot and killed that man on the street, Mr. Jones, the kids were in there. So in his mind, he knew that day, damn, they all saw that. So he's looking, wow, witnesses. That's what was in his mind. They didn't know that. They kids, so they're like, but they saw that. So he knew that kids run their mouth. They talk, I'm not saying running their mouth in a bad way, so, and he knew their mother, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, damn. So it turns out he came up with the thought that, hey, I got to kill them all. Okay. So, he knew he killed somebody, and it wasn't the guy that he thought he was killing. So he just murdered somebody. All right, so he's a murderer. He knows that. Hey, how do I cover this up? So, wow. So we go to the next uh, fateful day, and that would be May the 22nd. Okay, that would be the day that Rhodes, Brice Rhodes, went to their house. Okay, he said, "Hey, let's hang out." Okay, now this was like 2 weeks or so after, you know, the murder. Okay, so ain't nothing, he still, uh, he still ain't, come up with nothing on anything. So he picks them up, uh, Larry and Maurice, the brothers, takes them to the crib, and now this is where now Taylor, Corey Taylor, he's there. Anton Carter, he's there too. They're all just hanging out. They're kids. Carter, he was somehow, hey, they like girls and too, but the girls weren't there. They was at Rose's crib. This is, and the brothers are there too. All right, so, uh, well, to make it short here, they're all there. Uh, they set the brothers up. The the other was Carter and Taylor, and so Taylor gets into it with one of the brothers. That would be the oldest one, and Maurice. So Maurice, he went off and grabbed a knife. Okay, so then Rhodes, he steps in, you know, hits Maurice. You see what I'm saying? And then everything, boom, got set off. See, looks like it was all a setup anyway. So as soon as that happened, as soon as he hit the big brother, he put something over his head, and and then bottom line, they started beating him and stabbing him, killing him right in Rose's crib. Okay, so he's dead, and him, Taylor, and Carla, they were all, and the other guy, Coleman, they all, was there, and boom, did the deal on the one brother. The other brother, baby brother, he heard all that, but they had locked him in the bathroom. Okay, so boom, let's go get him. So they went on and got him out. Okay, so he had heard his brother being beaten. Now he sees him dead. He didn't have time really to yell or anything because they put something in his mouth. Same way they did his big brother. So wow, same deal. He gets, they beat him and then they kill him. Okay, so though that you know it was all a horrible event, uh, things started happening. People started figuring some things out, and then since they were kids, they talked, and bottom line, they went to Carter, Antoine Carter, and picked him up, and then and he kind of spilled the beans. Hey, they're young, So bottom line, they ended up picking up Rhodes, and So he's charged with the murders, and the kids, they turned on him, because they were young, and he kind of really ran the show on this, So to be honest, I kind of want him, they want them to get him, He burned up the kids too when he killed them, wanted to hide some evidence, So and we're gonna and plus he was a registered sex offender. Okay, and threatening the judge. I'm talking about Rhodes. He's not a nice guy. Uh, uh, his mom. He attacked her. And she had to call police. So this is a guy who thought a lot of himself and then committed a murder. Had to cover that up, so he committed two other murders. So we're following his case, and his name again is Brice Rhodes. You see it on the board, and the case they it continues tomorrow afternoon, and we'll be there for that, and that's what we want to talk about tonight because and all the views for the Hannah Payne case I appreciate, and if you would what do you call it, subscribe, put hit that button. I just started this, so they say if you ask, so I'm asking for that, and all right. This is the Politics Station. We were talking about the Brice Rhodes case that we're going to cover from here to the finish line, like we did the other case, the first case that we started. Okay, and so that's that. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll be talking about some NFL stuff tomorrow. But this is what we wanted to talk about tonight. That's done. We'll see you tomorrow, and we're going to follow this case like we did the other one. This is Real Life Live, Politics, and we'll see you tomorrow.